Just when I say people don't tip, I get one of these bad boys. See, when this whole NYC law went into effect, like the app said they weren't gonna ask customers to tip up front, but only to give them the option to tip afterwards. So I thought, as a delivery driver, instead of seeing the tips up front, which we weren't since the law said that, or since the law gave the apps the option to do that, I thought that customers were gonna tip more in person, but no, that's not the case. There's like no difference. It's the delivery over here. It's by it's Hudson Yards. You got the vessel right here. It's fucking huge. That's the entry, and then it goes way up there. I don't know if I got it all, but let me go back a little bit. One of my last episodes, I talk about someone jumping off a NYC thing to commit suicide, but this, for real, people used to jump off this thing, the vessel, because it has no guards around the side, just those little guards people can jump off. And like people were jumping off, committing suicide and shit. They had to shut it down for a few times. I heard recently they're actually putting like a netting up years after it's been completed. But it looks like there's some. This is cool. They got like a big ass projection screen here.
Attacks Hardenstein, misses the little floater, but stays on it. Persistence. Sees about 14 points he averages in the paint. This series only 7 points, in part because of his health.
New York
defense in New York
versus.
Secure the bag this season with merch deals, seat upgrades, ticket giveaways, and more with your.
Yep. That's a cool ass idea. The mall's right here. Cool stuff, eh? All right. So it's 11:19. I'm gonna try to stay out here till about 1 a.m. because I'm scheduled until 1 a.m. and I don't want to waste any of my time, my slots. Although it's gonna be difficult because that's like an hour and 40 minutes away, and I'm at 40% with my King song. And the lower it goes in percentage, the faster the percentage drops. Like when it hits 20, it starts dropping like a rock. And so I got to be careful, try to make it last for an hour and 40 minutes. Hopefully I get a lot of shopping pays, which I'm actually going to one right now. CVS, 4 items I got to shop for. The reason I don't have my Sherman today, which is a longer range EUC, is because the valve needs to be replaced. Just the insert that goes into the valve, not the valve itself. For whatever reason, those on the Sherman, they go bad for me, and then the wheel starts going flat, and that's how I know. So I just got to put that little piece back in, that little part in the middle of the valve, the little lever, which I have some extra at home, but I just didn't do it yet. So here we are, right in the 16X. Looking for some drops. Excuse me. Drops, where are you?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Having custom.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Magic Panda eye mask. Sounds cool. Shh. Bink. By the way, last time they asked how was this, my last video. It tastes exactly what it looks like. Reese's freaking iced coffee, dude. It's great. juice. All right. It's the big boy. 64 ounce. Damn, someone like the prune juice. Ugh. I'm not scanning.
They see?
Yeah. Thank you. Drop-offs a few minutes to the north. All right, this one says to leave at the building reception. It's a hotel.
Drop off on the right.
Sometimes they let us, sometimes they don't. Make sure I got the right spot. Okay. So the drop-offs to the... Got an order from Wendy's next. Hello. I have a delivery. They're asking me to leave at the reception. Here? Right here. Oh, right here? Okay. Cool. Let's take a picture of it real quick. Thank you. Man, I haven't had Wendy's forever. I used to have it all the time. I used to work at Wendy's, dude. I was like the grill guy. I used to like get those little those Frosties are awesome though. I used to like get those Frosties, and like they had like these sweet like walnut shit, like walnuts in a bag, like sweet walnuts or something. I don't know, maybe for ice cream or something. And I used to take those and get the vanilla frosting and put it in one of those little baby cups, and then put the sweet walnuts in there, dude, and mix it up. Man, that shit was fire, dude, because it was like spicy sweet walnuts. You put it in there, oh man, it was so damn good. And if you ever get their soup, you know, like their chili, which is also really good, their Wendy's chili, it has like that beef in it, the ground up beef. That beef is from the prior night. Like any leftovers beef patties, basically you froze them, and then you came in the next morning and you took them out the bag and you just ground them up. And you put them in with all the ingredients with the chili, and that's how you got your beef fucking chili. That's the secret's out. Yeah, for Sebastian. Thank you. All right, just got that. For you guys that see how I pack like big gulps and shit, like drinks, that's how I do it. I got a cup holder in there. The trick is to put it near the end, like where I put it. Like the farther away from my back it is, the better, because when I have the backpack on, like if this is my back right here, like the backpack tilts like this. So this is my back. Instead of being straight like that, like a backpack, it kind of tilts a little bit. So if I can have the drink down here, it's up against the wall of the side of the backpack, it keeps the drink up. But if I was to put the drink up here by my back, it's easier to fall over. But anyway, yeah, so we got that about 3 minutes to the west. I would say about 1 more hour of this, I would take this thing back, this electric unicycle, because we're around mid-30s for percentage. It's gonna start dropping here real quick. So 1 more hour should be good. And I only got like 1 hour and 10 minutes left on the clock that I'm scheduled, so it'd be a good time. I might come out after that, but I'm not sure yet. It's because I feel like I haven't worked as much as I wanted this week, but we'll see. Because I can charge up my electric. I got 2 chargers, a fast charger and a regular charger, and this thing has 2 ports you could put a charger into. So I could, for an hour, I could charge it up real good. It'll last me at least another few hours. But we'll see. That all depends if I want to come out again or not. We'll see how much I got.
Meet a door. Intercom number 3165. Please call cell phone when downstairs if door is not
shut up.
open.
I hate how Uber did that. Like, they're trying to copy DoorDash where when you get close to the drop-off, it speaks the notes. I don't like that, man. Because I always look at the notes anyway. Let me see. Intercom, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I hate that. I wish there's the way to turn that off.
Message from Sebastian L.
Let me call this dude. These fucking buildings are confusing. It's confusing ass place. It's like 2 addresses and like the same building. If you go right, it's one address. If you go left, it's another. I'm supposed to go on the left side. I went to the right side.
New message from Sebastian L.
Dude's texting me too much. He left me this big old message, do this, do that. Did it, came in, tell me it's the apartment I'm supposed to go to, which is already on the notes. Cool, he's still texting me, which is good. I mean, the instructions are good. I still fucked up, right? Went to the wrong side. Let's go to the other side, which is on the other side of this building. I'm gonna take it. It's a GoPuff delivery, although GoPuff deliveries are like rarely ever, there's almost always something wrong with GoPuff deliveries. I probably do like 2 out of 10 that aren't fucked up. So we'll go there, it's probably closed. It's probably something happened to the order, we'll find out, but it's after this, it's a package delivery. Dude's still texting me. He's like, I'm waiting at the door. He's probably, watch it be like a super nice guy. If it is, I'll eat my words. If it's not, I'm gonna complain. Hello.
Hey.
Hey. There you go.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Thank you.
You need the code, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah. What's the code?
3783.
3783? Okay, thank you. He was cool. He's aight. He's aight. You know, if he was an asshole, I'd be like, oh, these guys, yeah, but for those of you that aren't familiar with GoPuff, it's basically like Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Grubhub, but it's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a grocery place, like people order online. So let's say someone orders something, the people at GoPuff will pack it up, and you have to go to the GoPuff distribute, I can't even speak. You got to go to that location and pick up the order, and then you drop it off. Let me see here. Got to add on Popeyes, man. It's making me go all the way up to Central Park. We're gonna see if my battery can handle it, man. But yeah, GoPuff is different than Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Grubhub in the sense that you don't go to restaurants or different places to pick up the items. You have to go directly to the distribution center, that's what I'm saying. And they give you the order and then you take it to the customer. Actually, I never did a order with GoPuff, but I know how it works. Basically, if you're signed up with them, you basically wait at that location, right? You have to wait there for orders. Right? So it's not like you can use any other apps. It's not like what we're doing now. You can't use all these different apps to help you out. you have to wait at that location for an order. If you leave that location, you don't get any orders. But you get these every now and then. You'll get like a GoPuff order on like Uber Eats, which is just like, huh? They have to be working together now, but it's very rare. You don't get it very often. Even rarer, you get like a fucking Hungry Panda order on Uber Eats, and you're just like, what? Like, they're working together too? Which is great, because, you know, more businesses work together with Uber Eats, or, yeah, especially Uber Eats, because I usually work with Uber Eats. That just means more orders, so. It's up here. Never been to this one before. It's currently 12:08 in the morning, so. This looks like it right here. Looks like they're still open. Doors open. So like, I hardly ever get orders from here, so I really don't know what to do. I think I gotta scan one of the barcodes though. But I'm not sure if I'm supposed to take it or... Hey, I'm not sure what I have to do. It just says I gotta order for this person.
It's gonna tell you to scan a barcode. That's this right here.
You got it. And that's it?
And then it should let you start.
All right, thank you. Cool. Big ass bag. Just got that. Next pickup is Popeyes up north. You see, as you saw there, that guy, you know, obviously he's an employee for GoPuff. He's finding the orders, he's packing it up, putting it in bags, and then once a GoPuff, you know, order is ready, I guess they indicate somebody, whoever's waiting, or in my case, riding around, which is rare in my case. Usually you don't really get these GoPuff orders as a Uber driver. Like, GoPuff is their own company. You gotta be like under their app. They have their own app and shit. But as you saw, that guy, you know, he's working in there. It's basically just picking shit off shelves, completing orders, and then when it's ready, he puts it on the shelf, and then it indicates a GoPuff order's ready for whoever's waiting or whatever. See, that might be good, like when the times get slow, if you use that with your Uber Eats and shit, but it's kind of weird because everything's scheduled now. You can't, it's hard to like not schedule yourself, like, because I'm thinking maybe if you were doing GoPuff, you could wait at GoPuff and then pause the GoPuff if you get like an Uber Eats order or something, but it's complicated now because you can't really pause Uber and you can't really unschedule yourself once you're scheduled, so it's just, and on top of that, I don't know if you could pause GoPuff or, so probably not good to combine those apps, or else more people would be doing it, but you don't hear about that. You don't hear about people using Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, and GoPuff all together. It's always DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats. And what a weird name to like call your company, to call your food company GoPuff. Like, I read about that. It was some dude in college that did it. He like started off doing it in college, locally around the campus for like alcohol or something. He was like delivering alcohol, which I'm not even sure is legal, but he was. And then like it just grew and grew and grew, and now it's just a I can't even say that damn word. Distribution, that's the thing I'm trying to say. Distribution center, like locations all over there, all over. But what a weird fucking name to call your company. Like, it just sounds like a college kid made that fucking name up. It's like, I know what to call it while he's puffing. Let's call it Go Puff. So the King Song 16X, which is the unicycle I'm on right now, it's it used to be very vocal. Like when your battery's low, it'd be like, battery's low, please charge, or some shit. Or if you go too fast, it'd be like, wheel overpowered, please slow down, or some shit like that. And it says it really loud because this thing has speakers on it. But I don't know, I must have did something with the firmware or the voice updates, because this shit don't, this thing don't tell you nothing now. Like, I was literally at like 5% one time, which is extremely dangerous to ride this thing, because once the battery goes, the battery's just gonna fall, right? I mean, the wheel's just gonna fall. It's not gonna hold you up. And it don't say shit now. Like, you gotta like look at your fucking gauge, make sure you don't die, you know?
Enter your drop-off at Los Regency Hotel.
All right, first drop off is like to the right of Central Park. It's the Popeyes. Oh, let's see how much battery I got left on my electric unicycle. Like I said, the lower it gets, the faster the battery drains, so I gotta be careful. Okay, 37% idle. 37% at idle, all right. That's okay, we'll be all right. So when I got this unicycle, it was my first unicycle I got. And it was recommended to get the 16X as a beginner because it's not too big. It's like a mid-size and it's pretty good. Like it will, like you won't overgrow it. Like I still haven't overgrown it. I have as far as speed goes, but other than that, like I'm glad this was my first unicycle. The only issue with it is, you know, doing food delivery is I can't go like 12 hours on it. Although I have, but that was mainly when it was really slow and I was just doing like grocery deliveries and shit. So I was doing a lot of shopping. So I wasn't using the unicycle a lot that day and it ended up being like 12 hours. But anyway, if I was on my veteran Sherman or my Commander Pro got stolen, by the way, I don't have it anymore. But if I was on one of those, are 3600 watt hour, this is like 1500 watt hour. So it's like, they were like double this, a little extra, more than double the battery. I gotta go right here. But like if I ride my veteran Sherman 3600 watt hour, I can go fucking all day, not worry about it. If I got a shift in like Queens, for example, let's say like all my shifts ran out and all of a sudden I saw an opening on DoorDash for Queens or something like that, which takes like, I don't know, 20 minutes from here to get there from this specific location. Then I could just go there. I wouldn't have to worry about like range or my battery dying. But on this, I have to worry about that. Like for instance, I think I saw like a Brooklyn South opening for like 4 hours today, but I didn't take it because I'm on the 16X. It would took me like 30 to 40 minutes to get down there, and then I would have to be out there for 3 or 4 hours. And I'm not sure if and the last thing I want is my battery to go dead when I'm fucking all the way in Brooklyn South. So that's where range anxiety comes in. That's the only thing that sucks about the KS. Why do I keep saying that? The 16X. Like that's what I liked about having the Commander Pro and the veteran Sherman is if I had 2 long range wheels. So if something happened with one of my long range wheels, I had another long range wheel. Usually I don't worry about it because even if like I still wanted to work, I could just take this thing back because I live here in Manhattan and I can just charge it. I can just charge it for an hour with my supercharger and my regular charger. It has 2 ports for charging and I'd be good. I can use it all day, but I usually don't do that. I usually ride it until it's almost done and then I'm done for the day. Like I might do that today, I don't know. Anyway, that's the only thing that sucks is the range. And even that, like I've been out here, since 4, but I haven't rode around much until 6. So I've been riding it for like 6.5 hours straight, but I've been out here for like 8.5 hours. So, I mean, even then, with my weight, plus the backpack and all the food, I mean, it's still great, like still great battery, but it's just not, for food delivery, it's not ideal. You can't go all day. 3rd Ave, I hate this straight. Oh, this is Madison. I also hate this street. No bike lanes, super busy, fast traffic, but drop-off's pretty close. And the other thing that sucks about having low battery is like I said, it's dangerous. The lower your battery goes, like the easier it is to cut out the wheel and fall. Because the only thing holding up this fucking thing, obviously, is the gyroscope, the motor, all that, but it's the battery. If you don't have any battery, it's gonna fall. And the more you exert power on this thing, like if I wanted to push it real hard and go super fast, it sucks up a lot of battery. Or if you're going up hills, it sucks up a lot of battery. So if you're at like 10% battery and you try to push it real hard, it could just cut out the wheel when the battery is real low. And that's when you face plant, and that's when you lose all your teeth. Having a bigger battery is good. It's like a safety thing, because that means you have more percentage that you can excel with, you know? You don't have to worry about overpowering it. Same with a stronger motor. If you have a stronger motor, you know, it could take that, you know what I mean? So that's why these big batteries are good. For range, for safety, unless you burn down your house, that's a different story. But anyway, drop-offs over here. Side, I think this is them right here. Hey, Violet? Yep. All right. Let me see. Popeyes. Do you have the PIN code, please? 8890. 8890? All right. Thank you. Yep. You too. All right, it's right across the street over here. Where are we at? We're at 69th Street. So the other day, I think I went all the way up to like 110th or something the other day, and I never go up that far. But for whatever reason, I was up there, and I was at a White Castle. I haven't seen a fucking White Castle forever, bro. But yeah, I'm like, I better go back down, because from what I hear, like when you start hitting that 120 area, I think it's Harlem, it gets kind of sketchy over there. Not that I don't think anything is gonna happen to me, but who the fuck wants to deliver in the hood, bro? That's like the worst place to go. Hello, it's making me verify ID real quick. All right, thank you. I just need to sign real quick. Let me see. It says that ID is expired.
Okay, 1 second.
All right. As you saw there, when you scan the barcode, it checks if it's good or not. And in that case, her ID was expired. So she went to go get another ID, and we're good. See, Uber, I'm doing the right thing, damn it. I'm doing the right thing. It's like, I don't really have a choice. But yeah, we just got another order. I think it's like a pizza order. Real close pickup, real close drop off on south. Bro, last week, there was this order, it was an alcohol order, and I took it. And the customer in the notes, I didn't see it until I got there. It said, please leave it at the door, which indicated they weren't aware that I had to scan their ID or whatever. Maybe they were, but they still put the notes like that. So I got there and I rang the doorbell, I texted them, I did everything I could. I even called them, and I couldn't fucking I couldn't get a hold of them. And if you can't scan ID by law, you have to take the order back to where you got it. And it was like a fucking 30-minute trip. And let me pick up this order real quick. Yeah, let me just say this real quick. It was a 30-minute trip. The customer wasn't there, I tried everything. And then I'm just like, okay. And so I had to take the order back, and it's a whole ordeal. You have to put in Uber that the customer's not there, and then Uber tells you that you have to drive back. So I selected the option to drive back, return the order, and I'll tell you the rest of the story in a second. Hello. Hello? For Victor.
Hello?
Uber.
Okay. 1 second.
All right, no problem. The order's not ready yet, so I'll just wait. But yeah, so what happened, customer wasn't there. I tried everything, couldn't contact them. So I had to return the order. I had no option. And what do you know? So I indicate I'm going back, and I had an order after them. I had to drop off. That was right after them. So I was dropping off the other person's order. And all of a sudden, what do you know? I get a call, I get a call, I get a call, I get a text, I get a text, I get a text. And I know it's the alcohol person. I know they're like trying to get a hold of me. And I just ignore it because it's like, dude, I went all the way, I drove 30 minutes there and I couldn't get a hold of you. I was at your door, I was calling you, I texted you, I did everything and you weren't answering and now you're calling me. So it's like, I'm not gonna go back when Uber told me to return the alcohol and then maybe, I don't know, a whole bunch of weird shit. So I'm just like, I was kind of upset because it's like, I went all that way and now you're trying to get a hold of me. So I just ignored it. And then halfway, I just texted him back. I said, sorry, you know, I couldn't get a hold of you. I tried texting you, calling you, whatever. And Uber told me to return the alcohol by law. And they were just really upset, right? And so I went back, went to go drop off the alcohol. It took me 30 minutes to go back, basically. And okay. And when I got back to the alcohol place, the store was closed. And so I called Uber and I said, hey, I've never experienced this. I went to go deliver the alcohol. The customer wasn't there. So I went back as Uber told me to. I went to the spot where I got it from to return it, but the store is closed. What do I do? And they said, just dispose of the alcohol, basically. I'm like, oh, okay. You know, I don't even drink alcohol. I don't even fucking like hard liquor. Shit, it's like poison. But, so yeah, it was the first time I got to keep alcohol. But yeah, let me get this order real quick. Victor? Yep. Yep. Got it.
Thank you.
How much for the soda?
163.
163? All right.
Okay, and the bottle 275.
All right, I might get a soda here. Let me see. Got this order. It's like a sub. It wasn't like a pizza, but it's like a few minutes to the south. But yeah, that was my first time actually trying to take back an alcohol order, and the store was fucking closed. So in any instances like that, where especially like, you know, the customer's gonna try to call back Uber and complain, and then they're gonna look into the order and it looks like I stole the order, but not really, because it indicated that I called the customer, I texted the customer. They keep all those records, by the way, because it's over a proxy number, and like you sign a thing where Uber says that they can read those texts and shit like that. So it showed that I called, it showed that I texted, it showed that I was there, and then it showed that it said the customer wasn't home, so I had to go deliver it. So I had to take it back. So all that shit was shown on my part. So it looks like I didn't really steal it, but when I got to the drop off and the store was closed, I made sure to call customer support, and I told them, record this conversation. Because the last thing I want to do is make it look like I stole the alcohol, making up like, hey, the store was closed when it wasn't. So I said, when I was talking to support, I said, record this shit. I'm here at the drop off location. The store's closed. What do I do? The support told me to dispose of the alcohol. I'll still get paid for the trip and everything like that. I'm like, cool, just save this shit. And I told them everything that happened. So that's how you cover your ass, you know? If you're never sure, call fucking support and tell them exactly what happened. Don't just assume that everything's fine and dandy. If you feel like something's gonna go back on you, that's how people probably lose their accounts and they don't fucking realize it. So I make sure to cover my ass. All right, drop-off's right here, I think. Let's see. Cancer center. Let me see. Meet at door. Okay, I'll text the person. Speaking of which, this one wants me to go all the way up to where I was last time, around 1/10. I can't do that. Fuck that. So I might just stop Uber after this so I can go back down south. But still waiting on the customer.
Hello?
Hey, food delivery, I arrived.
Yeah, Okay, I'm coming down.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
So like for instance, like that number I just called, like that's a proxy number, which means it's not the real customer's number. That's a proxy number that Uber does to like protect customers' privacy. So if people worry about why are you showing the number, which I never do anyway, if they say, oh, why are you showing the number? It's because it's a proxy number, it's not their real number. The real numbers are if they leave it in the notes and it says, please call this number. Sometimes customers do that. They'll be like, if you can't get a hold of me, call this number. That's the real number. Those I always blur out. But maybe once or twice I didn't blur out the proxy number. So Squirt's good, dude. This shit's so good, bro. Squirt. It's like 7-Up, but like you can take grapefruit instead of lemon. You guys know what Squirt is. That shit's good as hell. Hello. Do you have the PIN code, please?
Say that again. 0205.
0205? Okay, thank you. Have a good one. So it's 12:53 in the morning. My last shift, well, my shift ends at 1 o'clock. Let me look at the planner. Yep. So I might just go until it kicks me off because I don't even think I have that much juice left. See how much juice I got on my 16X. But I might just call it a shift. If I was a guest, we're probably around 150. What the hell? Oh. Yeah, we're okay. We're around 33%, which is getting really close. Yeah, I might just stay out until Uber kicks me off. But if I was a guest, we're probably around 150. And it's so weird saying that because like in the past, like 150 would like be nothing for being out this long. But you gotta remember, especially with Uber, let me see, I gotta order. So I swear to God, they try to get you with these fucking matching orders. Like it doesn't tell you, it doesn't show it on the map. It just pops up and it tells you, go here. It doesn't tell you we're on the map. I think they do that on purpose because if it's a shitty ass order and it's a bad location, I think they do that on purpose. So it doesn't show it on the map, so you select it, you know? Anyway, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, 150 in the past for the amount of time I've been out would be horrible, but you gotta remember with Uber, they do additional pay at the end of the week. So depending on how many trips you did, depending on how long you've been online and how busy the market is, you get additional pay. For me, lately it's been anywhere from $80 to $100 at the end of the week, additional pay. So it's still not as good as it used to be. Like I used to still make way more than that a week, but not way more, but I used to make more than that a week. So it is what it is. I'm not gonna do this forever. So it's funny, like out of all those orders I did, that wasn't the package. The only order I got tipped for, the package you almost had to a tip or something, I don't know, but I didn't get any tips. So I did, how many trips I do today so far? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 plus, it's probably, I don't know how many trips. I did 13 trips. I didn't get one tip. The only tip I got was that GoPuff order, because they do that old school where it asks the customer to tip ahead if they want to tip. All the other orders don't do that. All the other orders go by hour, but package deliveries are different. Anyway, so that was the only tip I got, and that was $3. Out of 13 orders I didn't get one fucking tip. So that kind of shows you what we're working with. And even that, a lot of times we'll be out here, work all day on Uber and won't get one fucking tip. So actually, that's not true. I got a tip earlier, a cash tip, which was rare, actually. I got that $20 cash tip, so $23 in tips, not bad. But usually you get one, sometimes zero. So it's not like how it used to be, dude. No way. Tips used to be actually more than base pay. Like at the end of the week, you would have like almost double the amount of tips that you did with base pay. So completely different. All right, this one's going back up north. It's a CVS order, shop and pay. 14 units, nah. I just declined too, man. So you start to get anxiety. Start to get anxiety, bro. Are they closed? No, they're not closed. Not a fucking pizza place. Put it right here because I can see it through the window. Yeah, I just realized the mic was off, but yeah, I think that's the last delivery I'm gonna do. It's currently 1:15 in the morning. So yeah, here are the earnings right here for the day. I don't know what it is off the top of my head because, you know, we could get tips later or whatever, but by the time you guys see it, this will be the accurate. Now, if you enjoyed this content, hit that subscribe button, guys. I shouldn't have to tell you that. At least hit the like button, damn it. And also, if you like these hoodies, support the local EUC community. We got the Got EUC hoodie and we got the Got Delivery hoodies. 2 different kinds here. Buy yourself a couple hoodies, be cool like me. I'll see you guys in the next one, all right?